how do you tell the difference between good advice and bad advice? And then as a follow-up, what's the best advice you got on the campaign trail?
I think one thing that we, as a campaign, did a really good job at, and I like to think I've done a good job as an elected now, is hire people much smarter than me who can kind of filter through that good and bad advice. I think for me personally, I think I heard it and it was almost very apparent, which was the good advice and what was the bad advice. I would say it's not one of your questions, but I'm going to add this. I think the worst advice that I got was drop out of the race. No one knows who you are. No one's going to support you. You're not going to raise any money. You're too young. Go back to school so you could get a law degree, and then run when you're 50. I listened. I thanked them for their advice and said, I really appreciate your input. And then I just kind of kept going. I think the best advice, and the thing about advice is that even the best advice, at times people don't listen to it. The best advice was don't look at your social media, which I still do. I see all the little troll accounts, the comment section. Yeah, it's that section on Twitter where it's like you're not supposed to see it, but then you still click on the show more. I still do that, but not doing that is probably the best advice that I got on the campaign trail. But I think the one that stood with me the most that I still think about, it's kind of off of what Luke had mentioned. When I was thinking about running, I don't know, I had like 300 conversations with folks, 400 conversations. And one person I reached out to was Roger Lau, who had run Senator Warren's presidential campaign. And he had also helped Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley and Mayor Michelle Wu. And I said, give me the bold, honest truth. And he said, listen, it's going to be hard. There's going to be days that you don't want to do this. You're going to see who's there for you and who's not. A lot of people that you thought would be there for you aren't going to pick up your phone call and respond to you. But those that are there for you and those that love you, they'll be your ride or dies. And I think that was very true. And I do appreciate everyone, whether it be family or friends or the volunteers or the people that I knocked on their door and still randomly run into, because Austin's not that big of a city despite being a pretty big city. I think that's the most impactful and meaningful moments.